I just wanna ride my bike. Yeah, I'm just sick of always watching the news. I just wanna go outside. Yeah, spend a weekend way up top with a view.
Hey, what is up, everybody? You're listening to another episode of The Rim Rake, where we press on the brakes a little on life and appreciate some of the businesses around us. I'm your host, Albert, and I'm on my bicycle right now. This is a new way of recording right now. I am recording on my commute to work today, so this is kind of different. So yeah, very interesting, very fun. So today we're going to be learning about the Mutual of Omaha and some unique things that I found when I was researching them was that they had this wildlife program called Mutual of Omaha. What was the actual? Mutual of Omaha is Wild Kingdom. This was hosted by Marlon Perkins and Jim Fowler. The Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom. This was on the air for over 20 years, and the episodes can be found on YouTube, so very interesting yet informative. So why would they sponsor just a little background on the company. They do just insurance, financial advisory. They have a lot of subsidiaries underneath them, but why would a insurance bank, financial advisor would want to have these wildlife programs? Because why would they sponsor this? Because children watch the show, and who watches the show with them? Parents. And what do parents have? They have money. So yeah, the kids are watching it, and the parents are probably watching it with them because it's a rated G for everybody to watch. And yeah, if they want to switch their financial position or get some insurance, that was pretty smart of them. It's like a non-intrusive way of trying to recruit. Okay, there is a garbage truck right here. He's gonna let me pass. Thank you. So the episode that I watched was called Danger, Wild Animals. And just a little episode recap. It started in the early 1960s. So the technology used to record is kind of grainy, has this little old school look. It was pretty high tech at the time, but old school for us. I like it. It's pretty cool aesthetic. But yeah, the show is hosted and narrated by Marlon Perkins and co-hosted by Jim Fowler. Both of them are zoologists, and interesting that Marlon is always in a suit. I don't really understand that, but he is in a suit, and the other zoologists are in a regular shorts and button-up shirt, or like adventure shirt, safari shirt. So episode is basically just trying to be aware of different animals and how they get transported to and from the zoo, if they want to go back to their natural habitat or getting transported to another part in the zoo. So they had different animals, like they had a boa constrictor, monkey, or chimpanzee, and they also had some big cats like mountain lions, grizzly bears. I think it was a grizzly, I don't really know, but they used like a lasso, slip knot type of thing. Very interesting. They also used a lasso to get the zebras. Took like 3 to 4 men to hold down one of these zebras. They're very powerful animals. And the main message was to just state that animals are only dangerous when provoked, and just leave animals alone. They don't want to be bothered, because they just do not want to be bothered. And my initial thoughts were it's just very interesting to see how these animals were treated. They weren't treated with the most respect on this episode, but hopefully things have changed. But yeah. Also, another interesting thing that I saw was in all of the introductions of the show episodes, it states that Marlon Perkins is a doctor, but I looked up his Wikipedia page and it stated that he dropped out of the University of Missouri and then moved up his way in the zoo/park systems in Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago, Illinois. So I don't really know what's with that. I don't know why the host wanted the title of doctor in front of his name, but you gotta earn that title. And yeah, don't abuse that. Another interesting thing that I found was Marlon Perkins joined Sir Edmund Hillary as a zoologist for Hillary's 1960 Himalayan expedition to search for the legendary Yeti. That's pretty crazy. Trying to find the Yeti. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. But yeah, let's jump into the history and company background. So the proper and full name of this company is the Mutual of Omaha, headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska, United States. It was founded at Omaha's Creighton University, founded by Dr. C.C. and Mabel Chris, not Crisis. It is a privately held company, and it's a pretty big company too. Number of employees, we have about 5,488 in March of 2017, and an annual revenue of $8.7 billion. Huge company, just huge. And their initial products, so they have insurances from Medicare supplement, life, long-term care, disability, and critical illness, cancer, heart attack, and more. Employer products, although all of the ones that I just stated were for individuals, and for employer products, they had group benefit insurances such as disability income, accident, critical illness, dental, and mutual. And they have special risks, participant accident, and individual solutions for businesses, business owner solutions, investments, retirement services, 401k. Anything unique about this, about the culture? I would have to say yes. For a company this big, there's just a lot of positive reviews on Glassdoor. We did a little snooping on Glassdoor, and they actually have 4 out of 5, and a 77% would recommend to a friend. 91% approve of the CEO. So yeah, I'm really shocked, or not shocked, just very curious of how such a big company could get so many positive responses, because companies that big usually are not reviewed so positively. But it's good to hear all these positive reviews, and it does state that Mutual of Omaha is a great place to work for some of the current and past employees. But you do have to put in a lot of work and just be very intrinsically motivated. So, but yeah, it's really good to see that companies this big can get very positive reviews. Another unique find that I found on their website was a post by Mutual of Omaha themselves. It was called "How to Keep Your Best Employees." It posted on February 7th, 2018, and it just looks like a small, or it looks like an article to help small business clients with employee retention. Basically, this article was stating that You should pay your employees great from the start, treat employees well, and I am going to pause right. Okay, there was a stoplight. Had to stop to be extra safe. Didn't want to get hit, but basically the article was stating that employees should be paid great from the start, treat employees with respect, have other incentives like travel assistance, be very flexible if they have other stuff to do because it's not their end-all be-all, and let the employer know that they can grow within the organization. And that is a couple good ways to also keep a transparent relationship. Wow, that person almost hit me. Cool. But keep a transparent relationship between employer and employees. Overall, this is a pretty good article. I would have to say they did have some valid points. But my only problem was their sourcing. They had one pretty good source. It was the Small Business Economic Trends, National Federation of Independent Business, October 2017. So now that I'm looking at it, how did they have a February? Wait, was that 2018? No, I'm tripping. I thought that was 2017. But yeah, that is a October 2017 for the month of, and pretty good resource. Nothing wrong with this. But the second and third resources were basically the past two articles that they posted of the same topic, but from 2016. And I don't really believe that's super great to cite yourself like that. But, I mean, like, it's not an academic paper, so I shouldn't be grilling him too hard about that, but it's still good to get external sources. And it's just a regular internet article. There's no specific formatting, all that stuff. But every small detail counts, and every small detail is important to me. And let's just end here. I don't want to complain about the company. Great company, lots of positive reviews. So, yeah, look at that car, very loud, very loud. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Savage shout out for today. I don't really know. Let's give a shout out to wow, that's pretty hard. Casio. They make G-Shocks. I'm wearing a G-Shock right now. I really like G-Shocks. Really durable. Had mine for about 6 years. Yeah, great watch. Highly recommend. Keep in touch by following all of our social media pages. And Facebook, Insta, YouTube at Bikebudie. Twitter at bud_bike. And if you have a suggestion, please just email us at abernellis@bikebudie.com. Thank you. I will put some sources on the show notes below if you are interested. Thank you and have a great day.